My ancient mothers birthed me at the beginning of time. Shahina, my ancient divine mother, vibrated her presence into the void, and I was first conceived through her breath. I became tumbling through eons of sound. My inherited vibrational intelligence rumbled onward, swirling into the womb of my next mother in Ein Sof, the great white light. After an eternal pause of silent humming, my mother, the light, held me, penetrated me, lifted me, and nurtured me into my next birth, into the generous, infinite love of the universe. My mother love gently caressed my soul into being and eventually handed me tenderly into the arms of my next mother, divine wisdom. Passing along my birthright of wisdom, my next mother suspended me in timelessness, where I rested through ages of deep, eternal peace. Mother Peace was so still, she birthed me into pure contentment, where my next mother, Happiness, whisked me into form, and memories were revived of my star sisters in the Pleiades system, where I had many powerful mothers of translucent beauty. She eased me towards my next mothers, who implanted new codes for humanity into my Lemurian cells, and birthed me into the temple of the shimmering blue waters of Atlantis, where I flowed from my ancient mother water and swirled as the miraculous river of life itself, trickling into snow-melted streams, which rolled me into undulating oceans, where Dolphin Mother then birthed me into the effulgence of joy and playfulness. And from the depths of my liquid mother's life-giving waters, I was seeded into Mother Gaia, where I incubated in the molten earth womb and was birthed again and again from my mother's fire into endless green and golden prairies, which eventually jutted upward high and mighty as luminous crystalline mountains. Birthing a new perspective into my soul, Mother Air swooped me up and taught me how to sing as the mellifluous nightingale, to hover with the hummingbirds, fly with the doves, and soar with my sister, the hawk. After taking flight in endless liberation, Mother Air gently lowered me into the world of the four-leggeds, where I galloped, jumped, leaped, and danced my way over fertile land masses, lush forests, and open fields of shadows and sunlight, baking brittle, dry bones into glistening stones. I arose through the sand when my next mother birthed me into the original desert and showed me rituals of making sacred ground upon which she walked ever so lightly. Her feet never touched a solid foundation. And she taught me how to suspend myself and stay light, especially when gravity became too heavy to bear. My mother's diverse forms were expressed in many shapes and colors, every note, texture, and size. I was born large and firm, with velvet black skin. I was born fragile and delicate into the tiny rose-colored hands of fairy garden maidens. I was born strong with abundant physical prowess. I was born intelligent with mindfulness and loving compassion. I was born perfect from generation to generation, from mother to mother to mother. Even with all of my deformities and frailties, my mothers, all of them, lovingly licked my wounds and carried me to the edge of the new space, where they would send me off into unknown territory, smiling me onward, encouraging me forward, into new growth into higher thoughts, into the womb and then the arms of my next mother, and from her to the one after her and the one after her, and on until I awoke for the countless numbered time into a new womb of an American human woman whose own mother came from a faraway land on Mother Planet Earth. When, in this long golden thread of woven women's wonder, I was born into this new form, the one in this lifetime I see reflected back at me in the mirror, yet still consciously knowing the only one true me, who is completely without this form. And I know my consciousness is connected to all of them. All of the mothers, all of the forms and the formless, all of them, all of me, all of us, through eons of transformations, death, life, birth, transformations, death, and life, again and again, as we evolve, we remember. We all share in the ancient mother's birthing of us, all of us. We are of one source. We are one with the eternal loving Divine Mother, great birther of all things.